A wealthy nation is asking for help. This is not a routine move, this is a warning sign. The United Arab Emirates, known for its strong economy and global financial status, has quietly approached the United States for a possible financial safety net. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not about weapons, this is not about diplomacy. It's about economic survival in case the ongoing regional conflict worsens. Behind the closed doors in Washington, top UAE financial officials held discussions with the US Treasury and Federal Reserve representatives, floating the idea of currency swap line. Wait, let me make it easy for you. This would allow the UAE quick access to the US dollars if liquidity tightens, helping stabilize its currency, protect the foreign reserves, and maintain confidence in its financial system. Now, this move comes as the whole region faces growing instability due to the prolonged conflict involving the US, Israel, and Iran. What started as military strike has now evolved into a broader crisis, affecting energy market, trade route, and investor sentiment. Ladies and gentlemen, the Strait of Hormuz, a critical global oil artery, it has become a focal point of disruption, with tankers traffic slowing, risk increasing, shipping costs rising sharply. Now, for the countries like the UAE, whose economy depends heavily on oil exports and its reputation as a stable financial hub, these developments, they are deeply concerning. Despite avoiding the worst impact so far, the UAE is clearly preparing for potential economic shock now. In fact, reports suggest that there are regional tensions, including missile and drone attacks. They have already affected infrastructure and raised security concerns. According to financial figures, thousands of drones and missiles have been launched across the region, most intercepted but still contributing to an atmosphere of uncertainty. And this uncertainty is beginning to affect the investors' confidence, with concerns that prolonged instability could lead to capital outflow and pressure on the foreign reserves. So, in the end, the UAE's request, though described as very precautionary, signals deeper concern. Well, officials have indicated that if access to the US dollar becomes constrained, then they might have to be forced to explore alternative currency just for trade, including China's yuan. Now, this possibility carries significant global implication as the US dollars, it currently dominates the international transactions, right? Any shift away from the dollar, it could challenge its position and reshape aspects of the global financial system. However, securing such a financial backstop, it is not straightforward. Currency swap lines are typically reserved for close allies or used during severe global financial stress. In the meantime, the US Federal Reserve maintains such agreements with major economies like the UK, Japan, the European Union, and extending the similar support to UAE, it would require careful consideration. While the Federal Reserve may be very cautious, there are alternative mechanisms such as support through its US Treasury, which has previously provided financial assistance to other countries during the time of need. And yes, at the core of all of this particular development highlights a broader reality. The current conflict is not just a military confrontation, but also an economic one. It affects oil flow, financial stability, and global confidence. Even economies that are considered strong, they are taking precautionary steps to protect themselves from the potential fallout.